Alright. Done with that horrible place, and I know I just picked up the flamethrower and kind of didn't say anything about it. So, how about we clear out the seedlings with it? That's pretty much the only thing you can use it for. Quite frankly, the flamethrower is just really, really bad at everything. It has a very short range. Like, the plasma beam is already limited in terms of range. But the flamethrower is kind of a joke. Let's just see how close I am. That was pretty cool, but I can just barely reach that guy at this. It's not the greatest range. It's a little longer than I thought it was, but hey. Subsack. Subsack. More subsack? Yes. Subsack. Now, right here, do believe you're supposed to be able to see something. Apparently it's in another room that you can scan the invisible platforms, because I'm not getting anything right here. But you can see these raindrops just kind of hitting nothing, and invisible platform. And this is immediately after I got the X-ray visor, so this is the place where I should have mentioned invisible platforms, but I didn't. I forgot about it, and I'm gonna hit the invisible platform again just for the hell of it. Now that we get that out of the way, there's only one more area of the game that has stuff for us. Only one area, and we are going there now. Not that I really expected anyone to think differently. I mean, I've cleared out Phendrana, Phazon Mines, and Magmore Caverns, and there's not... I just cleared out Talanoa World, so obviously it's Chozo Ruins. I mean, this is pretty much the only area where the rooms I haven't been in. Not counting save stations, of course, because I don't use those. Save stations are for using if you want to say. What was I getting at right there? I have no idea. Now we have some Chozo ghosts. Yes. I'd say it's pretty predictable that the room where we fought the first Chozo ghost will have Chozo ghosts later on. Shouldn't really surprise anyone. Just kill them with a charge beam shot and a missile. Super missile. It is very important that I mention the fact that it's a super missile. Oh, you just had to hit me. What a bastard. What a bastard. But yeah, you might remember that there's these force fields up here. And now that we have all of the beams, we can do this. I would have come through here to get everything after the X-ray visor if it wasn't for the fact that I needed the plasma beam to open up the red one. So yeah. That reason and that reason only. But going through the white one gives an energy tank. Normally this would be the last energy tank I get, but because there's still a part of Chozo Ruins I haven't explored, the whole thing with getting the Wave Buster early on. Because of that, there's one more energy tank that I have yet to get. So, let's just pull out the plasma beam and finish off this room. Let the statue do its thing. And you need the plasma beam to open up this for this door. But then it's an ice door. Why? Why is it an ice door? That is so... I'm not looking. Yeah, I'm not looking. I was not looking as I picked up the final Chozo artifact of the game. Yes. I don't know why I just decided to do that, but there was an artifact right there, and now it is in my possession. Yes. And now I want to leave the room through that door, but I kinda want to show off this hallway right here because it's kinda cool. It's kinda cool. It's just a neat little hallway, and there's absolutely no reason to go through it. Ever. None at all. Which is a shame because you kinda have to go through this one and it's boring as heck. Now we have even more Chozo ghosts. And yes, I am going to kill these guys because there's a thing in this room. If you notice right here, there's a big hole. Figure I might as well point that out now so I can just completely ignore it later on. Okay, I'm not sure which Chozo ghost is which now, but apparently that one was an almost dead one. This one is not almost dead one, so now it's dead. Just gonna go ahead and use Power Bomb right here because it's a half pipe. So yeah. After all this time we get up to these plated parasites. Finally get a chance to kill them. Although that is kinda pointless. Killing them and all. Mothball, roll. Not much of a reason to kill those guys, you can kinda just roll on through. And then this is kind of something. You don't have the magnetism of the spider ball holding on for you. And then you have the things trying to knock you off, and where is my shadow? It's right about there. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Good lord. That was too close to the edge for comfort. Yeah, that's a neat little missile expansion to get. Pretty neat missile expansion indeed. I'm just gonna let us drop down here because that is easier. And I feel like going all mothball with this. So yeah, you're gonna have to look at Samus's ball thing for a while. Okay, that was... You know what? The ball is great and all, but when stuff like that happens, the ball is not so great. I'm not sure what I'm getting at. There's no point to anything that I'm saying. Really, I'm just going around and cleaning up everything, and I felt like cancelling a mothball form right there because it's just easier without it. Kind of. At least for this part, because we're going back to the watery hole, which is one of those random rooms where I just remember the name. I mean, the boss rooms I tend to remember the name somewhat, but this room, the watery hole, that's just kind of random. And in case you're wondering, the plasma beam is not able to kill those guys without charging, so kinda pointless to even try that. And whoa! A blast door? Nope. Normal door. Blast door? Normal door. I'm not even sure if there are more blast doors left in the game. I don't know. I don't really keep track of that too much. But there we had a missile expansion that we could have gotten way back when, if we had taken the morph ball bombs before the charge beam and then come in here. But as you can clearly see, you need the spider ball to get the other one. So there's really no point in coming in here that early. I don't care about you guys. And even so, we had the spider ball when going for the ice beam, so the reason we didn't come in here when going for the ice beam is because there's another one. Yes. And this would be the final missile expansion I would get normally if I was just playing the game like I usually do, but the whole wave buster thing doing that early, that kinda screwed me over for this next area I'm going to. Normally I would have done that as part of going to get the wave buster and the artifacts, but I couldn't because I didn't have stuff back then that I have now. So that's kind of just the way things go. That's the way the game is. Just don't things. You might have never noticed that there's a door over here. Yeah. Something about this door is just... something about it just makes it well hidden. And then we have one of these rooms that has this nice little waterfall thingy going on. It's very cool. You can platform on it. But not very effectively. I'm not sure what I was trying to do right there, but here is lava. Lava? And boxes. Boxes with missiles. And this is pretty much why I couldn't do this part earlier, because gravel beam and power bomb. This is the final power bomb expansion of the game, yes, as well as the final Chozo lore of the game. And as far as this Chozo lore goes, they're talking about the temple again, and the future is cloudy. Everything within this strange world. One image stands out in the mist, wraith-like. It's a human lone figure shining in the toxic shadows. So essentially this is another Chozo lore saying Samus is going to come and clean up the mess that meteor caused. Yeah. And then there's a random wave beam door. And here's one of the more jerkish missile expansions. Like, there's nothing on the map. You can't see anything with either of the visors. None of them work. But there's a morph ball tunnel right here. It's not marked on the map. It's actually right behind the very first elevator you take. And you can't really see it. It's a jerk. Just a jerk. Then we have some more Chozo ghosts. I'm gonna be so happy to be done with these guys. Just hit each of them with a charge shot. No, you're not supposed to fire that fast. Okay, each of them has been hit with a charge shot. Just fire the missile. Whoa, buddy. Die. And I might as well point this out now, if this cutscene didn't interrupt me. But that right there is gonna be the final energy tank of the game. So let's go on ahead and get it. And this is a little tricky because you have two morph ball slots at the top of this ramp here. So if you go too much to one side, ultra energy, I don't care about you. the energy tank is going to give me full health anyway. But it's a kinda tricky half pipe because normally you can go as high as you want on the wrong side, but if you do that here, you're just gonna hit into the mothball slot. Like, this one is going to activate again. So you can get stuck in it once more. Like so. And as such, you do not want to get too far up on one side, because that is just stupid. But at the same time, it does give you all of the speed you need to get up there, and really everything is okay, but it's ow. Ow. Everything was okay until that piston kinda just smashed me. Heck, it only did like 1 damage. What the hell? That's just like insulting. Whoop. I don't know. I mean, one freaking damage. I know I have 3 suit upgrades of damage reduction, but still. Did I ever point out that every suit upgrade gives you like a damage reduction of some sorts? I don't know if I did. I probably didn't. This is not really of much importance. You are going to dodge, eh? Just land that and one-shot it. Yeah. It's really not much to those guys. Hey! Other than the fact that they randomly give ultra energy. But more importantly, final pickup of the game. Yeah. I could have picked this one up so much earlier. So much earlier. But I didn't. And there's a reason. A fairly silly reason, but a reason nonetheless. And the gist of it is that that missile expansion is what speedrunners tend to get as their first missile expansion. And by that I mean they do some trick jumps. Something that you can't do in the Wii version, which is kinda sad, but hey. Not that I would really want to do it, but by doing so they can get the space jump pretty much right off the bat. And then they can get that missile expansion when they come through that room the first time. And they never have to fight the Hive mechas, so I kinda just figured that I was going to save it for last, because speedrunners take it first. And it was right on the route I intended to take, so it's not like it really did anything negative for me-ish. It works out perfectly. And I am going to utterly destroy these beetles. Boom. Since when did beetles start dropping power bombs? That is very weird for beetles to have power bombs. Now that we have 100% in terms of pickups, the only thing remaining to do lies beyond that door. So let's save. Yes. Once in a playthrough I'm actually saving. What has the world come to? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go on ahead and finish this game up.